Houses blame millers for rice price hike. Traders create artificial crisis, says Commerce Minister. Government syndicate looting people's money, hiking rice price, alleges BNP's folk rule. Demand for Bangladeshi workers not high. Fruitful meeting with Dhaka, says Malaysian Minister. Assalamu alaikum. This is Shafia Haqpiu welcoming you all to Evening News. You have just heard the headlines. Now let's move on to the details. The prices of rice rose by Taka 8 to 10 per kg over the last 2 weeks, even though it is the harvesting season and there is ample supply of paddy in Bangladesh. The prices of coarse and fine rice increased by 5.38% over the last 7 days. The officials said the expectation was to harvest 2.11 crore tons of paddy this borrow season, and almost 94% of the target has been met already. The big trading groups and millers have been blamed for creating an artificial shortage in the market. Meanwhile, the government raids across the country to control the prices.
সব কোম্পানিগুলো ঢুকাইছে 7-8টা কোম্পানি একটা কোম্পানির মাল পাবেন কিনা দেখেন আর কিন্তু সম্পূর্ণ স্টক করে দিয়ে দিয়েছে
মোকামে যে সব পার্টি আছে এখন চাল কিনতে আছে এশিয়া বসুন্ধরা আকিস এরা একটা রেট দিতেছে এরা বেশিরভাগ এই ক্রাশটা করতেছে এরা
ওদের বক্তব্য হচ্ছে যে মিল থেকে এবং আমরা যেখান থেকে চাল আনি সেখান থেকে আমাদের বলা হয় যে চালের মজুদ নাই তারা ধীরে ধীরে চালটাকে আটকে রেখে আস্তে আস্তে বাজারে ছাড়ছে যার জন্য বাজারটা খুব অস্থির হয়ে আছে
Saying that there was no shortage of rice in Bangladesh, Commerce Minister Tipu Munshi has said big groups and traders created an artificial crisis in the market. The minister was speaking at a press conference at the Secretariat today. He said the authorities were conducting drives against rice hoarding across the country.
আমাদের চালের অভাব নাই যা দরকার তা কিন্তু আমাদের আছে কোথাও কোথাও আর্টিফিশিয়াল ক্রাইসিস সৃষ্টি করে কেউ কেউ করার চেষ্টা করছে হয়তো বা বড় গ্রুপগুলো তারা চাল কিনে বাজার এই প্যাকেট করে তারা বিক্রি করছে বেশি দামে বিক্রি করছে আমার কথা হলো যে এই চাল সেম চাল খোলা বাজারে কিন্তু ক্রেতা কম দামে কিনতে পারে কিন্তু নিশ্চয়ই তারা কাস্টমার পাচ্ছে বলেই তো তারা এটা বিক্রি করতে পারছে সাধারণ মানুষ যারা তারা মোটা চাল খেতে চাচ্ছে যেটা মোটাটা খাচ্ছি না সেটা যখন চিকুন করে দিচ্ছে সেই চালই খাচ্ছে
BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir has alleged that the rice price is rising even in peak borrow season for the manipulation and powerful syndicate of ruling Awami League. He said this after visiting a Bashabo hospital where Chhatrodol leaders are receiving treatment injured by the attacks carried out by the Chhatro League. He said most of the democratic-minded political parties have reached a consensus through talks to oust the current regime unitedly. Fakhrul said BNP vowed to move ahead, braving what it said the government's intensified repression to subdue its opponents ahead of the next election.
তারা এখন পরিষ্কার বুঝে গেছে যে জনগণের সমর্থন তারা সম্পূর্ণ হারিয়ে ফেলেছে তাই সন্ত্রাস করে ভয়ভীতি দেখিয়ে তারা গোটা দেশের মানুষকে একটা ফিয়ার অফ ফোবিয়ার মধ্যে রেখে তারা আবারও আগামী যে নির্বাচন তারা করতে চায় যে এই সরকারের সমস্যাটা হচ্ছে যে তারা সব কিছুর মধ্যেই একটা অবৈধ প্রফিট করতে চায় এবং জনগণের যে ন্যূনতম যে প্রয়োজন যেটা খাদ্য সেই খাদ্যকেও তারা এখন মানে এটাকে জিম্মি করে তারা প্রফিট নিতে চায় মুনাফা লুটতে চায় অর্থাৎ সরকার নিজেই এই মূল্য বৃদ্ধি করার জন্য সবচেয়ে বড় ভূমিকা পালন করছে
The High Court has directed the authorities to investigate the incident of harassment of students wearing hijabs in educational institutions of 15 districts across the country. The High Court bench of Justice Mojibur Rahman Mia and Justice Khizir Hayat passed the order today after a preliminary hearing on a writ petition. The government authorities have been asked to submit a report within 2 months. The writ was filed seeking an inquiry into the reports of harassment of students wearing hijabs in different educational institutions in the country. The inaugural festival of the Padma Bridge will be held at Kathalbari of Shipchor in Madaripur, as over 1 million people are expected to join it. Awami League Joint General Secretary AFM Bahauddin Nasim said the inaugural festival at Kathalbari will be held under tight security. A delegation led by Nasim visited the venue of rally this morning. The people can start using this 6.15-kilometer bridge that will connect the capital with the southwestern regions from June 25. Various issues on the welfare and well-being of migrant workers have been discussed between Malaysia and Bangladesh. Datuk Seri Saravanan, Malaysian Human Resources Minister, said he had a fruitful meeting with his counterpart Imran Ahmed, which took place in Dhaka in the morning. Meanwhile, Saravanan added that both countries pledged to safeguard the welfare of workers in Malaysia. Earlier, the minister said the demand for Bangladeshi workers is not as high as it used to be, as some sectors have turned to other nationalities for their manpower needs. Separately, he questioned the Bangladesh Association of International Recruiting Agencies, BIRA's criticism of Malaysia's proposal to appoint only 25 Bangladesh recruitment agencies and 250 sub-agents. He noted that the number of agencies involved was bigger previously and that there were a lot of problems, adding it was easier to regulate a smaller number. International news. A U.S. jury has found Amber Heard defamed ex-husband Johnny Depp with an article in which she claimed she was a victim of domestic abuse. Jurors awarded Depp, who denied abusing Heard, $15 million in compensatory and punitive damages. Heard won one of 3 counterclaims against Depp and was awarded $2 million in compensatory damages. The Hollywood stars, who divorced in 2017, presented conflicting versions of their doomed relationship in the trial. Over 6 weeks, the court in Fairfax, Virginia, heard tawdry details of Depp and Heard's tempestuous marriage and its unhappy ending. Football. Lionel Messi and Angel Di Maria shone as Argentina beat Italy at Wembley in the Finalissima, a renewal of the contest between the champions of Europe and South America. Messi's run and cross set up the opener for Martinez, who then turned provider for Di Maria to chip a second. Substitute Dybala rounded off a handsome win in injury time. The contest is the first between the 2 continental champions in 29 years. It is a revival of the Franchi Cup, competed for twice before, in 1985 when France beat Uruguay and in 1993 when Argentina beat Denmark on penalties. Cricket. All-rounder Shakib Al Hasan will lead Bangladesh Test cricket team once again, while Liton Das will assist him as the vice-captain. Bangladesh Cricket Board made the announcement after a concerned meeting in the afternoon. Mominul Haq stepped down from his Test captaincy on Tuesday to focus on his batting after a poor run of form so far this year. Bangladesh team will leave for West Indies on June 5, where they will play 2 Test matches, 3 T20 internationals and 3 one-day internationals. Before ending, let's have a look on the headlines once again. Warehouses blame millers for rice price hike. Traders create artificial crisis, says Commerce Minister. Government syndicate looting people's money, hiking rice price, alleges BNPs for cruel. Demand for Bangladeshi workers not high, fruitful meeting with Dhaka, says Malaysian minister. And that's all from the newsroom for now. To know updates, videos of this bulletin, visit our website www.ntvbd.com. Besides, visit our YouTube and verified Facebook page for updates over NTV's all popular programs and bulletins. Our next bulletin, Shundar Khabor, will be aired in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Thank you for being with us. Have a good time.